thanks for stopping by my channel today. I have a crap ton of empties for you. I am excited that I have a lot because I got to use the word crap ton. I don't know why that word makes me very excited. You don't often get to use that word either, except maybe like when you go to Costco and you come home with a crap ton of toilet paper or like a crap ton of Cheerios. Neither of which necessarily sounds enticing, but the word is fun nonetheless. Anyway, so I've got a basket of empties. They're mostly empties, but I've got some things in there that I decided I was getting rid of. I started purging. And it's actually kind of a thing now on YouTube, if you've noticed. Everybody's like decluttering. I like to call it purging. And so I did not film any of my purges because they take a long time. I have to have a parting relationship with things that I'm getting rid of. I have to kind of talk myself through it. So I decided, I think, tell me if you, like the idea, what I might wind up doing is kind of a video series after the purge. And I'm gonna show you what I kept because I've been getting rid of a lot. So I think during my purge, because there's such a crap ton of stuff here right now, I'm not quite sure what's even in the bin anymore. This video is like long overdue, but I think there's gonna be some products in there that I didn't finish, but decided that I wasn't going to keep. Because that's the thing about empties. Like you hear like the Project Pan stuff, and I'm like, life is too short to force yourself to use a pan or a bottle of makeup. I don't know, I feel like if I'm not in love with it and I'm not like, just automatically hitting pan on it, I just kind of feel like, I'm not sure I need to devote my life to Project Pan. It's probably a good thing, like financially, not economically, but like for the world, for the earth, to use up the stuff that we've already created and bought. But I don't know, on the flip, I'm always like, you know what, life is too short. So anyway, I have a crap ton of empties. And actually what I decided I'm gonna do is just kind of pick stuff out of the bin, and I'm gonna like have myself on a timer because this could take like all day. And so I'm gonna talk for about maybe 20 minutes. 20 minutes a good amount of time? I'll talk for about 20 minutes going through the bin, and we'll just see how far we get. And in that case, if I don't get through everything, we'll just be building on the next video. I don't know why this one took me so long to get to. Like, it's been running in the back of my head for like a long time. I do know something that got in the way though, real quick. It was my collaboration with Smart Mouth Beauty, Heather and Holly. Their channel is hilarious. I will link it down below in case you cannot actually remember the name Smart Mouth Beauty, which is all you would need to Google. Well, Google in the YouTube search bar. Actually, you could probably just Google them and they will come up. Anyway, they invited me to create a collaboration with them. Hello 40, what's new? It was just the most amazing experience. First of all, not only collaborating with them, I will link that video, definitely check it out, but just being able to reflect on your life. And I think whether you're over 40 or not, I think the questions are pretty valuable. And so anyway, it was hilarious. I had a good time making it. Check out their video as well. And it was like the highlight of my year, being invited to collaborate with them. So that was one thing that delayed my empties. Also, at the end of this video, I might throw in a quick little vlog snippet. My husband and I went away for the weekend. We went to Foxwoods, and I started vlogging when we were like traveling there. I had some really good things to say, and then didn't vlog the entire rest of the weekend because I was having a really good time, and I don't know, I just wasn't feeling it. And I thought, why vlog something when my heart wasn't in it, Besides, we didn't really do very many exciting things. We were probably most excited as we were en route to the vacation. So I gotta check out that footage that might show up at the very end. So if you're interested, definitely watch to the end, check out. If you're new, welcome to my channel. My name is Gina. I talk about being beautiful on the outside and feeling good on the inside. And if you're one of my normal guys, welcome back. If you haven't already subscribed, either category of you, I invite you to consider subscribing so that we can hang out again. All right, let's get started with my empties. And so I'm acting like I'm gonna like reach in there and like not know what's in there, but I can see everything spilling out. So anything I remain loyal to a lot of products, which is the first thing that I picked up. And so I'm not going to go into them very deeply at all, because you can watch any of my other empty videos. I'll link that playlist. And I will probably talk about them there. Anastasia Brow Wiz, we broke up for a little while. I was using drugstore versions. The NYX, the L'Oreal Brow Stylist, which is probably what I would use if this like wasn't available, but still not as good. And so I went back to the Brow Wiz and love it to death. I use the shade Taupe. This is no surprise, L'Oreal Telescopic Carbon Black Mascara. Awesome to lengthen, sucks if you use it on its own. I've been through 5,000 tubes of it. Okay, so I saved the package of the new one because I had like a brain fart and threw out the old one when I finished it. So I needed to remind myself to tell you that I went through probably like my third Physicians Formula Eye Booster 2-in-1 Lash Boosting Brush Tip Eyeliner and Serum. I might like the Kat Von D Tattoo Liner better, but this is like half the price. Marginally, maybe not as good. This one, I don't know. There's just some, I don't know if it's a little wetter. Not quite as black. Something about it makes me go, yeah, but you're not the Kat Von D tattoo. But, you know, at the end of the day, I'd rather save, like, it's like a $10 savings, and I could definitely find other places to put that stuff. This is what I use to clean my face. Pretty much at the end of the day, it's the Garnier Skin Active Soothing Cleansing Milk, made with rose water and without parabens, dyes, silicones, and sulfates. It smells really pretty. It's not actually pink. The bottle is tinted pink. But it smells like roses. I'm kind of into the rose scented things right now. Rose, like roses and like rosehip oil are like notorious for moisturizing. And so I've got a couple moisturizers as well that have roses in them. Anyway, I use this alone on a clean face, but I also use this similar to like a cleansing balm or a cleansing oil. Here's the deal. You don't need to use one of those fancy, like I was using the one by Clinique for a little while, the Take Off, is that the one, Take Off the Day? It comes in the tub, cleansing balm. All you need is something kind of like emollient to break up your foundation, because I will use this all over, just kind of rub it into my foundation, not even with any water, because this is kind of like a lotion. And then I'll take a baby wipe and I will wipe that off. And then depending on what kind of makeup day I had, I might go in and do like a secondary cleanse or just use a micellar water. But I love this. I've got one in the shower, one in the bathroom, and I've been through a number of these, and so I absolutely love that. Ooh, I talked about this in another video, but let me say it real quick. This is the Becca Hydra Mist Set and Refresh, sorry, the reflection, Set and Refresh powder. I don't know if you can see, there's still like a little bit left in there. That's because the cooling sensation disappeared. You know, looking at it now in the grand scheme of things, I mean, you could still use it as a powder. I feel like it doesn't set as well when it doesn't do that moisture cooling thing that it does on your face. This is the most phenomenal setting powder. I'm annoyed that they put so much in that I guess the air exposure kind of takes away that that Hydra Mist sort of setting feature. I can see where it gets lost because I felt guilty. I was like, did I not close it like one day? Like, did I ruin it? No. At the point of the hinge up at the very top, because this opens, you just pull this up and it opens. At the point of the hinge, air not only is getting out, but is also getting in. And so honestly, Becca, the solution is to make a slightly smaller package, so that way by the time I'm coming to the end, the Hydra Mist is still present. But you know, honestly, I had 2 more backups because it was so hard to get at the time, and I'm not returning them. I'm going to keep using it. I'm just going to be very aware. I don't really know how that will change things, but I'm going to be very aware. Okay, so I went through a MAC Fix Plus because I love it. I now have one of the scented ones because those became available again. But I use this to intensify shimmer shadows or glitter or keep that in place, that sort of a thing. Love MAC Fix Plus. I do not use it as a setting spray, however, because I pretty much have combo oily skin, and that is not a setter. That is like a hydrator, and I don't need any more of that. I went through a fairly large bottle of the Ulla Henriksen Truth Serum. Collagen boosted with triple vitamin C complex. I use this every morning pretty much. And vitamin C is an antioxidant, so it is an anti-aging factor and property, but also it's a skin brightener. And so I'm hoping, I'm hoping that it's working on some of my dark spots and acne scars and that sort of a thing, and hopefully brightening them and kind of lightening them up. I went through a major Elizabeth and James Nirvana White. I think this is my new signature scent. During the Sephora VIB sale, I actually bought, this is a 3.4, I bought the 1.7 ounce, and I think I'm almost done. And I'm so mad that I didn't get the big. This bottle's a little annoying because it's so tall and thin, it like wants to fall over. So I was like, let me get the smaller one. Can't explain this to you. It just smells good. I don't know what to tell you. I don't understand like the YouTube videos where they're describing like their perfume collection. I'm like, honestly, how are you possibly even coming up with the descriptive words to explain your perfumes? Just smells really good. Everybody likes the black one. There's now like, I think a rose one and an orange one or something. I'm not a fan. I like the white. It lasts. That's why it needs to be my new signature scent. I love Viva La Juicy by Juicy Couture, which is weird because I'm 40. But that's just a nice, fresh, not florally sort of scent. And it doesn't last. I feel like I could take a bath in it. And it's still, I want to smell myself. Not overpoweringly, but I want to be able to smell it. And I feel like you can't smell it. So anyway, I have a couple, I can see, of the Kirkland Daily Facial Towelettes. I continue to use, this is what I take off the Garnier Soothing Milk with, because it doesn't really need to be a quality or like phenomenal makeup wipe. I'm just using it to take off that cleansing lotion, that cleansing milk, which then takes off some of my makeup as well. I think I left it in my bathroom because I just finished my first package. I'm finally using the Neutrogena makeup remover wipes, the ones in the kind of robin's egg almost, or pale blue packaging. I like it. I feel like they're a little bit dry. I feel like but I do like it. I can't believe it took me so long to test them out, but Costco's been selling them forever. And so I buy a crap ton of Neutrogena makeup wipe removers. And so, I don't know. I always picked up the Kirkland just because I was like, I don't really need a fancy makeup remover wipe. And finally I was like, okay, everybody and their mother are talking about the ones by Neutrogena. And so I tried them. They're very pleasant. They're a gentler wipe than the ones by the Kirkland brand. And I really like them. I'm going to continue using them. I have a couple, I've said this 100 times, the Neutrogena eye makeup remover lotion. I just looked at it. I was like, really? I've been in love with this for like ever. And I couldn't give the makeup remover wipes a chance. But yet I thought this was so fabulous. And yet I was resistant to try those makeup remover wipes. So that just seems contradictory and silly. Okay, I went through by number 7. Do they still sell this? I think they still sell this. This is one of their moisturizers. This is the Protect and Perfect Intense Advanced Day Cream. And it has SPF 30 in it. So this is kind of like an anti-aging, I can't remember what specifically is in it. But this, I did a bit of research and I decided that I liked the blend of ingredients that were in this moisturizer. I liked that it had an SPF of 30. I didn't like that it was in a tub. I hate when you get stuff underneath your nails, and I hate moisturizers that are in a tub. It smells pretty. I actually did use pretty much the whole thing. It smells really nice. It smells a little bit like Olay. Are they related? That would be interesting, because now that I smell this, I totally smell oil of Olay. That comes in the white bottle with the black cap. Maybe it's the sunscreen, I don't know. But anyway, it was pleasant. I enjoyed it. And with Target, I think what convinced me to get, I got this at Target, what convinced me to get it was that I could, it was on sale, and then I got a gift card, and I wound up it's in the 20s, the price range, but I didn't pay nearly that much because of all of the sales and the discounts that they had. From The Ordinary, I just placed another order at Beautylish for a whole bunch of other serums and replenished my collection. Do you know they're not being sold at Sephora anymore? And it sounds like The Ordinary left Sephora and like broke up with Sephora and not the other way around. I can't imagine why Sephora, except, well, I was going to say, I can't imagine why Sephora would want to break up with The Ordinary, because that's a really nice way to get people in the door, because a lot of their stuff is so expensive. But the, like the owner or the CEO of The Ordinary kind of went a little crazy on Instagram and got a little controversial and kind of crazy. Like, and I say that and I'm like joking, but I really wonder if he actually didn't go crazy, because some of the stuff he was saying was weird. But I like the product. This is the Matrixyl 10% with hyaluronic acid in it. I will use anything with hyaluronic acid in it, because even though I have combination oily skin, when I try to treat my acne, it can dry out a little bit. And so hyaluronic acid works really nice, not only to counteract that, but also skin that is moisturized and plumped does not look nearly as haggard or wrinkly, and I am definitely a fan of that. So Matrixyl, I believe, is a peptide, again an anti-ager, kind of in an effort, I mean, I'm not gonna get too technical, but kind of in an effort to just kind of plump your skin and rebuild your skin and keep it as strong as possible, because that's really the only reason we develop wrinkles, is because our skin and all of the peptide, collagen kinds of things in there start to break down. Anyway, very affordable, like 10 bucks give or take, and I'm already on my second bottle. I did buy more of those. I got another telescopic carbon black mascara. You can tell I've been in this bucket has been building for quite a while. Also the Dior Show Blackout Mascara, which is what I use in combination with the telescopic still for like decades. I think I can actually say that. Decades. I've been using this in combination for decades. Love it. Oh, I went through a foundation. This is the Urban Decay All Nighter. Now, I already have a backup, and I really do still love it. Yes, it oxidizes, but you know what? So do under eye concealers, and so do most long-wearing foundations, from what I have personally found. So yes, this oxidizes, so buy a slightly lighter shade. I love that it is long-wearing. It's not a mattifying, per se, foundation, but in its effort to be long wearing, it does have some mattifying properties to it. I've since, though, we've kind of separate. We're only seeing each other. We're not exclusive anymore. I do love the one by Laura Mercier, the Flawless Fusion, also an ultra long wearing foundation, but it's a little thinner than this. This, by comparison, I've noticed feels a little bit thicker, but I still like it. So on days where you need, you know, coverage, that might work out well. This is by Simple. This is a newer version of their micellar water, which I still use and love. This is the Water Boost micellar cleansing water with minerals and plant extract. So I think this is for dehydrated dry skin. Honestly, I didn't notice a difference. Still worked as well as the original with the green cap. So, I mean, whatever. I was able to use it. I thought it was fine. Not a big deal. This, I think I've talked about this before. This is from L'Oreal. This is the Boost It Blowout Heat Spray. So this is like a heat protectant and volumizer in one, which I love. I had bought a couple over the years, or a couple of years, whatever. I probably won't use this anymore because the spray is messy. It gets like blooby, and what's in here is a little bit like watered down jelly. So it's just kind of messy. I love the idea of it, and in fact, I'm using something else instead. I am using the Style Big Hair Texture Cream. It comes in a black kind of squeezy tube. I use a heat protectant spray on top of that, but I was excited because it was both, you know, so when I would wash my hair, I could get the heat protection as well as the volumizing effect. But it just got kind of messy, and this is, I don't know, the idea of it, I want it to be so much better than that. Okay, okay, so this is by that same brand I was just talking about. This is the Style Sexy Hair. This is originally the Big Sexy Hair, which usually comes in the red bottle, so this is like an alternate line. So this is, like I said, Style Sexy Hair for texture. This is the Play Dirty. It is a dry wax spray. I use this like hairspray. So I use it as a texturizer, but also kind of as a finishing sort of hairspray because it gives you, it's literally like, what are they? It's wax. It's literally like wax. So you wouldn't want to spray this on your roots because that would be no good. But I use it like for the ends and stuff to kind of keep flyaways away, give it some like dimension. And just check my time. Shoot, I'm at 22 minutes. The basket is still like half full. But what's great about it is it's because it's wax based, it's not alcohol based the way most, if not all, hairsprays are. And so because my ends are super fried right now, I'm really trying to protect them, but they still need attention. If I let them go like free spirit, they'll just be like frizzy and fly away and split ends. And so this has been amazing. I bought like, this is like, well, this is the first one, but I've been through like 2 other bottles. It doesn't last all that long, maybe because of the way that I'm using it, but I love it. I love it. I love it. I love it. Okay. This is pretty. This is by Aquage. I have no idea if that's how you say it. This is a thickening spray gel. This also is for wet hair. It's much, it does. It gives you like kind of volume. Not so much texture, but volume. You can use it. What I love about this is that you can use it wet or dry. So you can like freshen your dry hair if it's a little bit, again, a little bit frizzy or whatever. But this is a little stiff. And the spray on it isn't all that fabulous. I think if it had a better spray, or like misted a little bit more, it would work quite a bit better, but it kind of makes my hair just a little bit stiff, so I'm not really a fan of that. I tried out by Pacifica. These are some more makeup remover wipes. This is the coconut water cleansing wipes. I love the way these smell. I think the towelettes are like petite and tiny, which annoys me. But I enjoyed it for the smell at the time that it was. This is from Garnier. Garnier does good stuff for my face and for my hair. This is the Whole Blends Smoothing Oil. I love this stuff. There is something about this oil just being so friendly to your hair without being greasy or like thick. I put it on wet hair. I put it on like on the ends. I put it on dry hair. It smells great, drugstore pricing, and I've used many oils in the past, and a lot of times they just make you look greasy for some reason, and that, I don't know, that for some reason works. Is that what they call like a dry oil? I'm not even really sure. But if I knew what I was talking about when I called it a dry oil, that would be it. This is from L'Oreal. This is the colored brow gel. I think you can't read it anymore. I think this is the Brow Stylist Plumper. I like it. It's got a tiny little, I can't think of what that's called, to apply to your brows. I don't really need gel for my brows. They pretty much are pretty tame, but I always wind up getting foundation a little bit on my brows. And so this takes away the whiteness of the foundation because I'm always in a rush, and so therefore don't have the time to be super careful. I think there's a couple of packages of this in this bin here. This is from, you guys told me about this. This is from CVS. Their like CVS line is called Beauty 360. These are the ultra premium cotton squares, the best cotton squares that you will find, or cotton rounds that you will find. They are soft, they stay together and don't leave little pieces all over. I've used the ones by Shiseido? It's been a while now. I think it's by Shiseido. Sephora sells them, and they're like 2 to 3 times as much money. They might be like marginally softer, but I can't, for something that I use for 2 seconds and just wipe all over my face, I cannot justify spending all of that money. Oh hey, I have another Garnier Whole Blends Smoothing. It's for your hair. It's not soothing your hair. It's smoothing oil. Love that. Oh yeah. This is by Ouai. O-U-A-I, Ouai. This is the Wave Spray. This is also a texturizer. I use the whole thing. Stupid amount of money for it. Dries out my hair. It's probably the friendliest, like, it's like a sea salt spray, but not entirely. Gives you a little bit of texture, but doesn't do enough to keep my hair nice and soft. And so I used it, but I'm definitely not, I'm not stepping up and spending that money on it. Here's another Cotton Square package. Let me see. Oh, love these. Mentioned them before. The Pantene dry shampoo in the gold bottle. Drugstore dry shampoo. I love the Batiste. It makes me white. I can't deal with the whiteness. This has minimal white cast when you use it. There are 3 of these in this container. This is by Nivea. I've said this 100 times. The moisturizing body wash. I am still, wait, there it is. I am still one with this body wash. It makes my body feel so smooth and soft, even when I'm in the shower, even before I get out of the shower. I do not like to feel squeaky clean when I'm coming out of the shower. It's like nails on a chalkboard. Not a fan, not a fan. Okay, oh, I mentioned that I was using a heat spray. I use the one by Tresemme. Are there better ones? I have no idea. But this one tells me that it goes up to 450 degrees, treats my hair pretty nice. I like the smell. So yeah, why not? Oh, another Style Sexy Hair, Play Dirty. Now I just feel like I'm going through like a grab bag here. Another telescopic mascara. Oh my God, it's been a long time. Baby wipes by Huggies. Love baby wipes. I love the way the package sounds. So yeah, I just use these. I have makeup remover wipes as well as baby wipes in my bathroom and in my beauty room where I get ready in the morning, because you can never have too much of that. Ah, here's my currently favorite foundation, the Laura Mercier Flawless Fusion. They call it Fusion because it's supposed to like blend in with your skin somehow. I'm not entirely sure what the science of that is, but I do say, or I do have to say, it does something when you apply it. It really does kind of blend into your face quite a bit. And so I love that foundation. Love, love. This is from Soap & Glory. This is the One Heck of a Blot Instant Perfecting Primer. It's got a 12-hour shine block and pore shrinker. That sounds very fancy. I do enjoy this though. I don't know, it's about $15 at Ulta. It applies with coupons and stuff, so you can definitely save a little money with that. I only mention this because I should have talked about this in my over 40, Hello 40 What's New tag. I'm now using deodorant by Almay, which is sensitive skin, clear and fragrance free. You wanna know why? Because out of nowhere, I became allergic to deodorant. And so I'd walk around like a freaking monkey, like scratching my underarms, because out of nowhere, it got very, very, very itchy. And so I wasn't sure if it was detergent or, you know, what it was. I went to the dermatologist. All she could do was give me a cream. And so finally I eliminated the flavors of deodorant that I was, oh, they were so good. Lavender and coconut and like hibiscus. They were so yummy, and I was not allowed to use them anymore. This is by COSRX. Like maybe Cosmetics RX? I'm not sure. This is the BHA Blackhead Power Liquid. Beta hydroxy acid. So it's kind of a skin surface refresher. This has, it doesn't say on it. This has salicylic acid and niacinamide in it. This is an essence. This is not a serum. So it's like a gentler, not quite as intense, so therefore not quite as effective, not as much as a serum would give you. But that's what's nice, because salicylic acid, which is what gets into your pores and clears out your pores, and niacinamide is responsible for brightening your skin and also kind of getting rid of spots and discoloration. I like this. When my skin isn't like entirely happy with the world, I can still do like a treatment because it's an essence. And I like the combination of what it is, the salicylic acid as well as the niacinamide. I went through a no, this isn't Lash Paradise. This is actually a Better Than Sex, Too Faced Better Than Sex. The one that is compared to so frequently and often to the L'Oreal Lash Paradise, come in a very similar tube. I hate them both. They flake on me. I don't feel like they do enough for me. and I'm not a fan. There might still be more left in there, but we're broken up. We're not hanging out anymore. And that is oh, one more thing. I've got a tiny little eyeliner. This is by MAC. This is Teddy. This is my favorite under eye eyeliner. It is a kind of medium to dark brown with a little bit of like glisten in it, which you don't really tell. All you can tell is that it is not matte. I can't sharpen it anymore, so I decided that at that point that was enough. And you know what? This is enough of this video. I hope you enjoyed looking through my empties, otherwise known as trash. Internally, my type A personality that has been so excited to purge as of late is really excited that I can now get rid of all of this stuff. Thank you for spending your time with me. Like I said, if you are one of my people, thanks so much for coming back. And if you're new and haven't subscribed, I definitely invite you to consider subscribing and joining the rest of us so that we can hang out together. If you like this video, please do give it a thumbs up because that feedback is really important to me. Let me know what some of your favorite products are right now, or maybe some things that you're about to get done with. Also leave me some suggestions about some videos that you'd like to see me make in the future. Remember, I'm considering that After the Purge series. And a couple other things that I've mentioned in the past too are kind of coming up on the works. Don't forget to check out Smart Mouth Beauty over at Smart Mouth Beauty, Heather and Holly, and check out their collaboration tag video, Hello 40, What's New? All right, I think that's it. Thanks again. I hope you have a good day. I look forward to seeing you next time. In the meantime, thanks. Hey, good morning. I am thinking I'm going to try to vlog this coming weekend because my husband and I, we are headed over to Foxwoods Resort and Casino. And I think I'm going to gamble. I have to study though. I do blackjack. I do not do slot machines or anything, but I love playing blackjack. And so I actually have like notes and stuff that I study before I sit down to a table. But that's not the only reason we're going. We're going to get away and I don't know, just kind of see something new, see something different. We're going to a show tonight. Aaron Lewis, who has an incredibly amazing voice. I'm not very familiar with him. I've mentioned him to a couple other people and they kind of seem to know who he is. I'm not sure why I don't know who he is, but apparently he's playing at the Foxwoods Casino tonight, so that'll be kind of fun. We'll get some lunch and some dinner, and so I'm pretty excited. So I'd like, in theory, to vlog, but I might just wind up having such a good time that I don't grab the camera. So maybe part of this vlog will just be me saying hello to you, and you'll see me, I don't know, at some point on the other end. But right now we are getting ready to take a ferry over into Connecticut, which is ridiculously ironic because I spent the last 12 years living in Friday Harbor, Washington, which was a very small island amongst a series of islands, which was on the northwest coast, which was off of the northwest coast of the state of Washington, called the San Juan Islands. There's like 200 islands or something, and about 5 of them are mainly inhabited. But the point is that you could only get on it by ferry. There was no bridge, there was no road. And after 12 years, it actually got kind of annoying to be so restricted to a ferry. So when I was able to move back to New York, there was so much freedom and liberty that we had with that. And so I found it ironic when I was planning this trip that the first day, I went on a cruise last year. My husband and I haven't really vacationed that much because we just got new jobs and stuff and moving back here. And so we were finally like, okay, let's take this trip. And the first thing I do is book a vacation to a location that requires a ferry ride. I'm like getting ready this morning, first thing in the morning was early in my house. And I'm like, I cannot believe I am rushing to a ferry. I spent many years trying to get away from ferries. And so, yeah, the irony did not escape me. I also wanted to share just one other thing. We just met the ticket guy, he scanned our barcode and stuff. And my husband and I were friendly people. We always ask people, how are you doing? So we gave him a very generic and general, but friendly, hey, good morning, how you doing? And he paused for a second and he said, everything is good. And I totally noticed that, because don't you usually just say to people, hey, how you doing? Oh, good, I'm good. And you, how are you doing? But I like how he said everything is good. And I told him so. And I think I'm going to steal that. So if you ever run into me like on the street or something and you ask me, how are you doing? I'm gonna be like, you know what? Everything is good. Let me take you on a little tour and show you kind of what this ferry situation looks like. This is my husband and I's selfie. Hi. He just pointed out to me this car, the bug guard. Can you tell it says move over? And obviously if you're in front of this car, since it's backwards, you will actually be able to read it in your rear view mirror and it will say move over. What is hilarious though, I did a car vlog, a car chit chat, where I was talking about how people don't get out of the way when I'm trying to drive because they're not going fast enough and they're in the left lane. And I'm like, get out of the way. I need this. I absolutely need this. Move over. It should say move over. Get the hell out of my way. How about that? All right, let me show you something a little bit nicer than that. I don't know. Do y'all live at water? Everybody gets to see water on a regular basis? I love the water. I need to get a house on the water. I also need to like win the lotto so that I could actually afford to purchase a house on the water. I have one of those noise machines that help you go to sleep that makes the sound of the ocean, which is like faux ocean. Doesn't everybody want like real sounding ocean? The sound machine doesn't have a smell factor though, so you can't actually smell the ocean. I can smell the ocean right now. I am legitimately in my happy place. I don't even need to go to Foxwoods. I could just sit here all day and just listen to and smell the ocean.